Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the first half of March from the 1st through the 15th. General as always, guys, it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release the rest. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below in the description box, and I will include a link to the decks that you see here today, Virgo. And of course, cross watchers, absolutely welcome. So let's begin. What we're taking a look at here for this reading is tapped into lost connections, those that you are no longer in contact with. You guys are in separation at a distance from one another. We'll take a look and see what's going on in their life since the separation and what it is that they want to say to you through this reading. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Starting things off with the Divine Masculine Within My Head deck by Fire Witch Tarot. We'll grab a card from the Journey to the Divine Feminine by Divine Moon Empress, and then we'll grab a card from You Have My Heart, Soul Lovers in Separation by Angelic Revelation 144. So let's get started here, Virgo, and see where this is going to go for you. Starting things off with a message from the masculine. All right, here we go. I'm guided to this one here. Let's leave it all behind us and make up. Okay, so whatever happened in the past, they are ready to move on beyond that and focus on the future and ultimately coming back together. Okay, that's where this masculine is at. So my feminines tuning in, are you on the same page? Are you wanting to do the same thing? To leave the past behind and to just make up, bring things back together. Okay, so let's take a look at that. For the Divine Feminine here, we have chasing. A painful and overwhelming energy of wanting to connect with your twin so badly it consumes you. Finding yourself becoming relentless in the pursuit of your twin. So my feminines, if you resonate with this message specifically, you could be the chaser here. And it could have been the masculine that was a runner, which is why this is a lost connection. Maybe they weren't on the same page before. But it does seem that they want to kind of just let the past go, let bygones be bygones, and move on from whatever separated the two of you back then. And if that is the case, my feminines, you're not going to have to chase your masculine because they want to be a part of your life. Okay, and we do have references to twin flames here, so that could be how you see your person, the connection. So let's add your third message. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. All right, let's grab a card here. I'm guided to this one. Though I haven't always said it with words, there is love in the silence. Close your eyes and feel my presence. Be still and listen to me tell you that I love you. So, my feminines, if this is something that perhaps your masculine didn't get a chance to express to you, if you can just still your mind and focus on the connection, focus on your twin, your person, whether you see them as a twin, a soulmate, it doesn't matter. Close your eyes and feel their presence. Sometimes you got to just be still and get rid of the chaos that's surrounding you. And that's when you'll be able to hopefully pick up on what it is that they're trying to convey to you at this time. And what that is they want you to know that you are loved. They love you. And this could, of course, be, for some of my feminines, what it is that you want your masculine to know as well. That you still have so much love for them. Okay, so that's what's presenting itself here, guys, as far as the focus cards. I'm going to set those aside. And let's go ahead and see what else needs to come through here with the other cards. So we're going to start things off with this, let me see. Oh, the Arrows of Love. I've got so many cards surrounding me here. So we'll use the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. For this lost connection for the first half of March, what else do you guys need to know? That there's a potential for things to grow, for love to grow once again. That's a beautiful card. We have the winter season. That might be a significant time frame for some of you, either when you got together or when you lost touch. Maybe this was the last time you guys connected. Okay, so however way that is represented. We do have casual dating. So maybe since you've lost connection, this is what you guys have been in and out of, that type of relationship. Casual dating with other people, not really getting into anything serious, or not able to find anything of the same caliber as the connection that you lost. But look at this next card. This does say up in smoke. So the connections that you have made since the separation, Virgo, and for your person as well, as you can see, the way these cards are lining up, casual dating went up in smoke. That didn't work out. Those connections, they fizzled because ultimately your heart belongs to this person that you lost a connection with. In the 3D world, at least, I'm feeling more so that even though you're not interacting face to face in the physical sense, in your hearts, your minds, your memories, that's where you guys are connecting energetically. Vibrationally, you still feel each other's presence. Key to my heart. You hold the key to their heart, perhaps, Virgo. And that could go both ways, of course. This is really interesting, these next cards. We've got autumn coming through now, followed by summer. So we have winter, autumn, and summer. So, of course, for the collective, these seasons could mean something specifically to you. So one season could represent when you guys met, another season could be when you parted ways, and another season could be when something really significant happened in a partnership. They're dreaming about you. So if you've ever wondered if they even think about you, they do. They absolutely do, Virgo. They haven't forgotten about you at all. Despite the distance, even though you guys have lost this connection. Again, in the physical sense, because I feel you think about each other, reminisce about times that you guys might have shared together. And clearly, from this beautiful sentiment from this card, they still love you. They want you to know and understand that you are loved. Okay, so I'm guided to pull from my Silhouettes deck. Virgo, let's go ahead and add some additional insight from here. It might give us an indication as to why the connection has been lost to begin with, or what can ultimately bring you guys back together. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do you guys need to know? Point of view. Look at that. Okay, and this card says, you've turned my world upside down. You guys could have certainly affected each other in this way. They made such an impact on you. You've made such an impact on their life. In a very positive way, I feel, but for whatever reason, you guys had to part ways. Unconditional love. From the moment my heart knew I loved you, my world stood still. I'm here for you no matter what. No strings attached. Just you, me, and my love for you. My love which I offer freely, openly, and wholeheartedly, always and forever. So even though you guys are not together right now, in the 3D world, this unconditional love has been there from the very first moment that they saw you. And, you know, these two cards next to each other, there's that reference to the world. You know, the world card in tarot, it's about fulfillment. It's harmony. It's completion. Cycles that complete. So maybe there was a cycle that needed to complete between the two of you, and you guys had to go your separate ways for a bit. But maybe you guys are also destined to come back together. Look at this card. We've got a broken masculine here. It's interesting how that's falling right next to casual dating. So this masculine could have gotten themselves into other relationships, perhaps thinking that they were finding something better than what they had with the feminine. But I don't feel they found that. And also, if they were broken when you met them, they perhaps needed to address those issues, especially if they had experienced past heartbreak before you even came into the picture, Virgo. And so here you come into this broken masculine's world and you turned it upside down because maybe they weren't even expecting the type of love that you offered to come into their world. And all of a sudden, here you come. What do they do with that love? Maybe they weren't ready. Maybe the timing was off for them, So it's not that they didn't love you. I feel that they did because that's clearly being communicated here. But maybe they weren't ready is what I'm getting. Especially if they were still healing from a broken heart. That could have been, for some of you guys, experiencing this type of connection with your masculine. Sweet indulgence. Yours is a love so sweet, it gives me a sugar rush. Somebody could have also had a sweet tooth here. It could have been you. It could have been both of you. But this is a very sweet kind of love. It's really beautiful. It's a very special connection here, Virgo. You guys are dreaming of each other. There's unconditional love here that you guys still have for one another. We have listen, okay? This card says talking is not enough if we see right through each other without actually hearing what we're saying. So you need to be able to listen to one another when you do have the opportunity to reconnect and have that much needed conversation. And then we have genius. Make wise choices, because I feel there's a really good chance that you guys will be given the opportunity to reconnect. You already know what didn't work last time. It's time to make better choices this time. We have tenderness. No other arms could ever hold me. No other heart could ever love me. No other lips could ever kiss me quite as tenderly as you do. And perhaps that's how you feel about how they loved you. And this is the type of effect that you've had on them also. And lastly, we have loneliness. I've seen these clouds before, but I don't ever recall them looking so sad. It must feel this emptiness in my heart and the storm falling down from my eyes. So, lots of tears were shed here on both sides, the masculine and the feminine, as a result of this lost connection. I feel you guys need each other and you still care very deeply for one another. The love still coming through here. And you could have gone through depression, feeling very lonely and sad without your person here. Wow. So let's add to this, Virgo. Let's see what else needs to come through. So I'm going to have to pull some tarot here to clarify some of this. We'll grab some messages from my tarot teacher deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. What else do we need to know? What else? We've got the Page of Swords. So for some of you guys, maybe your person could be an air sign here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So this person could be, at this point in time, feeling very restless, wanting to reach out perhaps. They want to reach out. They want to be able to communicate with you. They could seriously be very curious as to what it is that they need to say to open up the conversation, or just overall curious as to where you're at in your life right now. They could be very chatty as well. Okay? But this does also represent delayed news. pages typically deliver messages, but there's a delay here in your receiving this communication. Maybe they're a little bit either apprehensive because they're not ready to talk, or they're trying to come up and formulate the right thing to say to you. But I feel eventually you'll hear from this person. I do feel that. What else for Virgo? Angels and spirit guides. We've got the Two of Wands here, so fire energy for some of you guys. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So this is all about planning for the future, which is exactly what I feel you guys need to focus on, because the past is in the past. Can't do anything about it now. And remember, make wise choices, okay? This is about making decisions, life-altering decisions here. And, you know, I find it so interesting as well that the Page of Swords and the Two of Wands, Page of Swords, Two of Wands, they both represent very restless energy. Maybe you guys are both feeling restless right now. Just wanting to fix this, wanting to come together, wanting to talk. But it has to be done at the right time. We've got the Page of Cups. So we've got air, we've got fire, we've got water. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay? This represents a happy surprise right here. This is another card tapped into somebody who's very curious. Curiosity from both of these pages. Can represent marriage. It can represent engagements. It can represent romantic proposals. What else, please, for Virgo? We've got the Fool card, okay? So there's a new beginning that is represented here. Taking that leap of faith, welcoming in a fresh start. That's what's coming through there. You guys have another chance to get this right. And maybe you see this person as a very exciting lover. They see you as the same way. Lots of adventures ahead for the two of you. We've got the Three of Wands right here. Okay, looking ahead towards the future, not focusing on the past anymore. Forward planning, forward movement, future planning. Getting to a point in your lives, should a reunion present itself, that you would be truly content and happy with the choices that perhaps you make together. That's what's coming through there. You have a new beginning here with this person that you have lost touch with, Virgo. And I feel they want to return, they want to come back, they want to reach out to you. So let's grab some dialogue messages here from the Divine Masculine. We'll use my Thinking Man Oracle deck, Volume 2. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Virgo. All right. What does the masculine want to say? And, you know, we do have the broken masculine message here. If they're still broken, that could be also why you haven't heard from your masculine yet. That might be a good thing, especially if they're taking the time to work on themselves and to heal and to self-love, going within to fix themselves. That's actually a good thing. All right, so what does the masculine want to say? I crave you every moment of every second of every minute of every day. Craving you, my feminines. Desiring you. Look at this. I like you. I really, really like you. Hell, I may even love you. Why am I struggling to just tell you how I feel? They're struggling, my feminines, because they're broken. And that's something that they're going to have to fix for themselves. You can't help them with that, okay? This could apply to some of you guys as well. We are two stubborn people, keeping our distance, trying to prove we're both right. This is fucking ridiculous. Can we please just be together already? I love you. This is directly from your masculine coming through here. There will never be another love for me like the love I have for you. That keeps popping up, that they love you. Maybe they never told you. Maybe your masculine never told you, especially if they've struggled to express themselves, to convey those feelings. If they're broken, maybe they struggle with that. That could be a defense mechanism so that they end up not getting hurt. Maybe they were more open and honest in previous relationships and it hurt them. So they're a little bit more guarded, I feel. That's something that they're going to have to work through. And I feel in time they can. Feminines, you're masculine. I fantasize about you 24/7. The desire, intense. It's very intense. So that's what's coming through here. On behalf of the masculine, let's go ahead and grab some messages now from the feminine. I'm guided to pull from my HeartSpace Oracle, representing the feminine messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo, for the divine feminine. What are the messages here? Look at this. It broke my heart to let you go. Life had other plans for us, but please know that you will always have a place inside my heart. So if this applies, my feminines, if it is you that had to let go of this masculine, it broke them as well. It shattered their world. You turned their world upside down by deciding to do this. If we could, we would, wouldn't we? And if what this means is that if you guys could get back together, you would, wouldn't you? And there could certainly be a time that presents itself to the both of you where you will be able to entertain that thought. There are a million people that will cross my path in my lifetime, and still none of them could ever compare to you. Nobody will ever compare to your masculine and the love, the unconditional love that you guys have shared. And with a reconnection, my feminines, perhaps this is what you're wanting your masculine to really understand. I'm giving you my heart. Please don't break it. But first, they're going to have to heal their own broken heart, perhaps. Wow. Now, this next message, it's not going to apply to everybody. Take it only if it makes sense, but I definitely feel drawn to it for those that are able to relate to this. Now, remember, this is the feminine talking here, okay? I'm sure by now you've realized the grass wasn't greener on the other side because I was the sun that helped that shit grow in the first place. You know, so if you had a masculine who got themselves in another situation, if there were infidelities and trust issues here, third-party situations, maybe that's why they're broken as well. Because they realized that they had something beautiful and amazing in this relationship, and they threw it all away. Possibly just wanting to casually get to know somebody. It could have just been strictly for a hookup. Whatever the reason might have been, the grass was not greener on the other side. But I really feel, based off of what's presenting itself here, my feminines, your masculine, they get it. Took them a while to get it, but I really feel they understand it now. And they really want you to know and understand that they love you and that they're perhaps willing to work on this partnership and to fix things with you. So if you're open to that and giving them another chance, this definitely has a potential to grow into something amazing and lasting. Once again. Okay, so let's add to this with some messages from a connection lost somewhere in time. Messages for my lost love by Angelic Revelation 144. Some of these messages could be coming from you, Virgo, and of course from your person. Angels and spirit guides, please, what are the messages here for this lost connection? Would you give me another chance? I would be the best version of myself if you would be willing to take a chance on me. Exactly. I feel the person who hurt you is not the same person who wants to return. Got till it's gone. I didn't realize just how much I loved you and what we had until it was too late. Then you were gone. So this kind of clarifies for me that it is you, Virgo, that might have detached from this person. And for some of you guys, it was because they were unfaithful. They were with somebody else. They entertained other options. But it doesn't just have to be that. So if that's not your story, then that's not your story. Whatever reason, this is a lost connection. They didn't realize just how much they loved you until you left their life. My angel, you inspired me to be the best that I could be. Without you, my life has felt so empty. But, you know, by detaching from this person, I feel because they were inspired by you, it kind of moved their life in a direction that was better for them also. And for some of you guys, that's exactly what was needed in order for them to heal whatever part of them needed it, especially for this person coming through as a broken masculine. That's what's coming through there. Look at this next card. I crave you. Did we not already get that? Yeah, we did, from the masculine. I crave you. The fire you ignited in me still burns hot for you. From the masculine, I crave you every moment of every second of every minute of every day. Two different decks, okay? So a very specific message, my feminines, from your masculine, letting you know this craving is not going to go away. That fire is still burning. I dream of you. You visit me in my dreams to remind me of the connection that we share. So there's definitely interaction going on in the fifth dimension, certainly in your dreams. And lastly, I still care. Yes, I still care about you. I always care about you. They haven't stopped. Even though you have not been together, this is a lost connection. They never stopped caring for you. They will always care for you. All right, so wrapping things up here, Virgo, let's grab some final messages from the Messages of Closure. This is a deck by All Things Intuitive. This deck was originally created for those who have lost loved ones who have passed on. But of course, it can be interpreted for lost connections as well. Lost in the sense that there is distance and a separation between two people. Okay, so take it for how it makes sense for you as always. From your lost love, what are the final messages for this reading, please, angels and spirit guides? Look at that. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. If you needed an apology and maybe you never received it, this is how they're expressing themselves right now. If they could find it within themselves to just say it. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. And hopefully that'll offer you the closure that perhaps you never received. I didn't know how to comfort you. And part of the reason why that is because they didn't know how to comfort themselves. And I feel this really more so from the masculine. It's like I couldn't comfort you the way you needed me to because I was too broken to comfort myself. You are beautiful. They find you to be a very beautiful person, Virgo. Not just externally, but internally as well, on the inside. Look at this. I was uncomfortable showing emotion, you see? That's why they struggle to just say what it is that they got to say. And what it is that needs to be conveyed here is that they love you. This could even be your response. Thank you for making amends. Thank you for trying to fix this, for wanting to fix this. I miss our morning coffee. Okay? So maybe you're a person, or maybe both of you really loved coffee. Starting off the day, that first conversation in the morning, talking things out over coffee. They miss that. They miss you. They just miss your presence in their life. And they would love, I feel, to be able to revive this partnership with you. So if you're open to that, Virgo, you hold the key to their heart. There's the possibility of a new beginning here with that Fool card. So it's up to you, of course, if you're open to it. Take that leap of faith and see where it goes, because I have a feeling here that where it's going to go is bringing you the happiness that you once lost. And you can find it again with your lost love. Okay, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading here, Virgo. I do hope whatever part of it made sense for you, that it offered you guidance that's helpful. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that info is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Take care.